My name is Dave Evans, and I was born in Detroit. I enlisted in the Army the first time in 1966 for 3 years, got out in 1969.
I'm Vince Carr. I was in the U.S. Army during the from 1967 to 1968, and now I work here at the TACOM. I've been here for 25 years.
I'm Paul Richardson. I was enlisted in the Army in 1982. I served on active duty from 1982 to 86. I transferred into the reserves. I hung around the reserves till I got 20 years. I made a very brief reappearance during the Persian Gulf conflict.
I'm Steve Schmuck. I spent 33 years in the Michigan Army National Guard. 28 of it was on active duty. And now I work in the Readiness Analysis Division with the G3 operations.
My name is Major Dan Rowell. I was commissioned from the United States Military Academy in May of 1998, and I currently work in TARDIC. I'm the Deputy Associate Director for the Quick Reaction Cell.
My name is Daniel Vitus. I'm a retired Master Sergeant from the United States Army.
My name is Lawrence Compton. I was in the military for 20 years, and I've been a civilian for almost 4 years.
Hi, I'm Rod Ritter, and I was in the U.S. Navy from 11 November 68 until 11/72 active duty, and then I went active reserve from 72 until 74 and was discharged.
Hi, I'm Maria Nunez. I served in the U.S. Army from April of 1976 till May of 1980.
Yeah, my name is Rick Nessel. I spent 33 years in the military.
My name is Aaron Wilson. Currently working for TARDIC as an engineering technician, been there 3 years. I am stationed out of the 434th Air Refueling Wing, Grissom Air Reserve Base, Indiana. I am a traditional reservist, 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year, and currently still serving.
My name is William Raphael. I served in the Marine Corps from 1996 until 2000. And I also served in the Navy from 2000 to 2004. Originally, I'm from Haiti, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and I came to the United States when I was 12 years old.
My name is Paul Hildebrand, and I served in the U.S. Naval Reserve for 2 years, 7 months, and 3 days, and U.S. Army active duty for 24 years and 28 days. And in 5 months, I'll have 24 years and 28 days as a Department of the Army civilian.
Hello, my name is Sharon Smith, and I served in the United States Army for over 20 years, retired in 2001 from here at TACOM.
Once I turned 18, I volunteered for Vietnam and got sent to Vietnam as a supply clerk, and first assignment was to an engineer battalion.
But having to tell my mom that I had to go to Vietnam, that was tough, I'll tell you.
I got the call. I was in the service, so we went down. If they would have needed us, that's what we were there for. But I look at the people who deployed overseas and left families and put themselves in harm's way. Those are the people who deserve the accolades that they got from the American public.
Anybody that thought that Camp Victory was Club Victory was really wrong. We faced rocket attacks, small arm fire on a daily basis there. But the thing that impressed me the most were the soldiers.
I was with 4th Brigade, 2nd ID out of Fort Lewis, and we deployed to Baghdad. We were there for a short period of time, and then we moved to Bakuba, which was known as the insurgency capital, unproclaimed insurgency capital within Iraq.
Second time I volunteered, I got to be a door gunner for the rest of my time there.
I grabbed a M16 up there and fired that. And that ran out of magazine. So I was just about to reach my 45, and then it all stopped for me. I was hit, and I didn't know I was hit. I was just dumbfounded, really.
It was a hard deployment. It was hard to where things would happen that your family would find out before you did, or before you were able to release the information. And it was hard to answer your wife when she said, well, when are you going to tell me about this?
You could have a nice easy day of it, or you could get shot down.
One of the machine gunners from inside, he pulled me inside, and I landed down on the bottom of the APC there.
I didn't want my family to know that I was scared. Because when you're sitting there behind a vehicle and there's rounds coming at you, you don't know if you're coming back or not. And it's scary. It's really scary.
We took hits a couple of times, but nobody on my aircraft was ever hurt. I felt I had a charmed life and took care of everybody on my aircraft.
A little bit nervous there. It had just gone through my leg, but I had thought it had entered where it had exited, and you know, all sorts of things go through your head when you don't know what's where you were hit. You know.
I would tell you that first of all, because of the infancy of the campaign, the living conditions to begin with were pretty harsh. Simple things like running water, having a place to go to the bathroom, taking a shower, having hot food to eat were all difficult, and that's multiplied or amplified by temperatures that exceed 120 degrees. It was difficult. It was an adjustment, and you didn't really know how long you were going to be there. So very quickly you learn to appreciate the simple things that many of us take for granted.
It's an honorable thing to support our warfighters. They're out there still in the desert, or still stateside, or wherever, or in basic training in AIT. You know, I was kind of selfish when I joined the Army. There was no war. I wanted education. I wanted training.
That pride, you still have that feeling you want to go back and serve again. So being a civilian, it keeps me close to home.
But now that I have a chance now to work at TACOM, maybe I'm finding my way back in a little bit to help contribute to the veteran and to our country.
I feel like I played an important role in supporting our warfighters, especially TACOM, because we manage the equipment that supports our warfighters, and that's a great role that we are playing.
Being on the other side of the fence, as a mechanic, I was a mechanic on aircraft for many years, waiting on parts, waiting on different things for that aircraft. I always used to think, what are those people at the top, what are they doing? You know, why aren't they getting me this?
You know, and I can come in here and say, hey, we can do a better job, and we can do a faster job in getting those assets or whatever we need for that warfighter, because that's our freedom out there. That's our freedom.
So now, since I'm in position of supplying that that type of issues to these people, I feel that I guess I have a little more urgency than somebody who's never been there in that situation. So yeah, I see a lot more of an urgency to help these people in the field.
You always remember the times you were in the Army, when it was cold, when you were out in the field, when you were with your friends, when you were talking about this, that, you always remember. And being here, it keeps me close to soldiers.
The kids today that are joining know they're going to end up in the sandbox. And if they're willing to do that, then I'm willing to help support them.
Being a veteran, it's about protecting what's closest to our hearts. For me, country, family, everything we get up and go to work for.
Even though I'm not from here, I've given time of my life for my adopted country, and there are people here that are from here that have never served before.
It makes me very proud. I have a big sense of pride that I served my country. I volunteered for all of those assignments. I was never sent on one involuntarily.
Patriotism is something that has to be on an even keel. It can't have its ebbs and flows. It's got to always be there.
I put my life on the line for a country that I've adopted. And people that are from here, a lot of people are unwilling to do it.
We have something here that nobody in the world has, and that's obvious when you travel.
Being a veteran, I think you always, when you see that flag, are ready to snap that salute.
2 weeks anywhere in this world that I've been, I cannot wait to come home and touch this ground.
A veteran is in a unique class because you work with people. You've been there, you've done that, and you really got the t-shirt.
And there are great places to visit, and there are some really neat things to see, but bottom line is we have everything you can imagine here in this country, and it's there for the taking if you're willing to work hard for it. And that's why I put the uniform on. I want to make sure that my kids have the same opportunities.
But if I could, if I had the opportunity to do it all over, I'd do every minute of it. I wouldn't leave anything out, good things or bad things. I'd do it all over again. I really would.
A couple nice things that happened to me. When I left the airport and got on the bus driver wouldn't take my money. He said, "No, you ride free." And then once I got off the bus, he dropped me off right at my street, right at the end of the street, where I only had half a block to walk, and a couple of folks insisted on giving me a ride the half block to the house.
For me, it was a special time because we had just had our first child. When I left, she was a baby. I came home, she was a toddler. So I'd missed, a good chunk of her life, over half her life, because she was so young.
Just coming, just getting back, getting off that plane to know, because everybody did not come back.
And my parents knew I was coming. And when I got there, I was nervous about seeing them, of course, and happy and whatnot.
But it was nice in the fact that when I pulled down my street, my neighbors knew that I was coming home. And some of them out were applauding me.
They were all there, all my brothers and sister, and my mother, and my aunt. Let's see, a few of my friends from high school and from the neighborhood, they were all there to see me, and it was really great. Yeah.
My stepson came back from school just to give me a hug.
So it was emotional to know that you had some other soldiers that did not come back.
Thank goodness to my wife, she did a great job ensuring that my daughter knew who I was, even though I had been gone.
And it was, how can I say it, a significant emotional event in my life.
One of the generals comes out, says a few words, and then we're finally released, and then it's just complete chaos in the gym. Everyone's happy, people are laughing, smiling, people are crying, and there's mixed emotions. It's just an overall very happy time. There's tears of joy, and then you're finally reunited with your family.
I'm quite sure that, a lot of my vet friends are just like me. You push your emotions down and try not to think about it, but just the amount of people that came back and thanked me for what I did was really appreciative. It really was.